The next topic is types of farming. In India, farming is divided into three. The first one is primitive subsistence farming, second is intensive subsistence farming, and the third one is a commercial farming. So, in India, farming is divided into three types. First one is primitive subsistence farming, second one intensive subsistence farming, and the third one is a commercial farming. So now we want to study in detail about a primitive subsistence farming. So primitive subsistence farming is practiced on a small patches of land. That means in small areas of land, the farmers they are practicing this primitive subsistence farming. In this method, primitive tools like hoe, hoe and digging sticks were used. In this primitive subsistence farming, the farmers they are mainly very poor. So what happens is that they are using only old types of farming methods or farming tools like hoe, hoe and digging sticks. Family members were engaged in this type of farming. No hired laborers are engaged in primitive subsistence farming. Only the farmers and his family members were mainly engaged in this farming method. In this type of farming, it depends mainly upon monsoon climate. That this type of farming depends upon only monsoon rains. Natural fertilizers and natural types of seeds were used in this type of farming. Only natural fertilizers, natural pesticides, insecticides and natural seeds were used in this type of farming. That means in primitive farming. In this type of farming, farmers produce crops like cereals, tapioca, cassava, corn, millets, beans and banana. In this farming technique, the productivity is very low as the farmers does not use chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, HYV seeds or new irrigation facilities. So the productivity in this primitive subsistence farming is very low. This type of farming method is also known as a slash and burn agriculture technique. So once again a record about this primitive subsistence farming. Primitive subsistence farming is practiced on small patches of land. In this method, the farmers they are using only ancient tools. That means primitive tools like hoe, hoe and digging sticks. Family members were only engaged in this type of farming. In this type of farming, the farmers depend only on a monsoon climate. That means they depend only on monsoon rains. Natural fertilizers and natural types of seeds, pesticides and insecticides were used in this type of farming. In this type of farming, farmers produce crops like cereals, tapioca, cassava, corn, millets, beans, banana, etc. This type of farming technique, the productivity is very low. We know that the farmers they are very poor, those who are doing this primitive type of subsistence farming. So they are not able to buy chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, HYV seeds or they are not having new type of irrigation facilities also. So the productivity in primitive subsistence farming is very low. This type of farming method is practiced all around the world in different names. It is known as a slash and burn agriculture technique also. So now we are going to study in deep about what is slash and burn agriculture technique. This type of farming technique is practiced in different parts of the world. In different parts of the world, from very ancient time onwards, we are practicing this slash and burn agriculture technique. In this farming technique, farmers clear a patch of land and cultivate for 3 to 4 years. When the soil fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation. So how the farmers, they are using this farming technique is that first they clear a new patch of land and they cultivate in that area for 3 to 4 years. That means they clear that area. If any grass or any other plant species are there, they just clear it and they burn it, and they mix the ashes with the soil in that area and they cultivate in that soil for 3 to 4 years. After that, when the soil fertility decreases, what the farmers do is that they shift from that patch of land and they move to a new patch of land. They clear that fresh patch of land and they started cultivating for that land. So because of that shifting, this type of cultivation is also known as shifting cultivation. This type of shifting allows nature to replenish the fertility of the soil through natural process. So why the farmers? Because in the ancient period they are not having that much of ideas about this modern techniques and all that. So they just allow the nature to just once again give fertility to the soil through the natural process. They are just shifting from one patch of land to another area or another patch of land. It is also known in different names in different parts of the world. That means the slash and burn agriculture technique is known in different names in different parts of the world. It is known as jamming in northeastern states, Pamlo in Manipur, Dipa in Chhattisgarh and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Milpa in Mexico and Central America, Conugo in Venezuela, Roca in Brazil, Mazzoli in Central Africa, Ladang in Indonesia, Ray in Vietnam, Beaver and Dehya in Madhya Pradesh, Pundu or Penda in Andhra Pradesh, Pamadabi, Koman or Bringa in Odisha, Kumari in Western Ghats, Valri or Valtri in southeastern Rajasthan, Kil in the Himalayan belt, and Kurwa in Jharkhand. That means this slash and burn agriculture technique, it is carried on in different parts of the world in different names from the very ancient time onwards. So this is the first type of agriculture technique practiced in our country, primitive subsistence farming. And this slash and burn agriculture technique, it is a part of this primitive subsistence farming. So now we are going to look into the second division, that is intensive subsistence farming. So now we are going to study the main features of this intensive subsistence farming. In this method of farming, the farmers, they are using bigger land holdings. That means farmers, they are using bigger land holdings to carry on this intensive subsistence farming. In this method, modern inputs like HYV seeds, high yield variety seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides were used. It is a labor intensive farming. Intensive subsistence farming is also known as labor intensive farming because apart from family members, hired laborers were also used in this intensive subsistence farming. In this farming method, irrigation facilities like tube wells and canal irrigations were also used. So in this farming method, irrigation facilities, tube wells were constructed at the same time. Canals were also constructed for this intensive subsistence farming. Modern machines like threshers and tractors were also used. Modern machines like threshers and tractors were also used in this intensive subsistence farming. Intensive subsistence farming is practiced in areas of high population. That means in India, high populated areas are northern plains. That means our states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, all these areas we are practicing this intensive subsistence farming because they are highly populated areas, and in that areas it's very easy to get a lot of laborers also, hired laborers also. So the farmers mainly in these areas they are using intensive subsistence farming. This type of farming allows farmers to make the most of each harvest. That means they are using this HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and modern type of irrigation facilities, which we called it as a green revolution. So as a part of green revolution, the farmers, their main aim is to earn the most. So when they are using this intensive subsistence farming, they get a lot during the harvesting time. In this type of farming, they produce crops like wheat, pulses, maize, millets and vegetables. So the main crops grown in this intensive subsistence farming is wheat, pulses, maize, millets and vegetables. This type of farming is mainly used for commercial purposes. So only to earn money or for commercial purpose, that means to earn money. The farmers, they are mainly using this intensive subsistence farming. In this farming technique, the productivity is very high. You want to remember that in primitive, the productivity is very low because the farmers, they are using only natural fertilizers, natural pesticides, natural insecticides, all that. So there the productivity is very low, but here productivity is very high as the farmers use most modern chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, HYV seeds and irrigation facilities. So in this farming technique, the productivity is very high as the farmers use modern chemical fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, HYV seeds and irrigation facilities. The next type of farming technique in India is commercial farming. It is also practiced on bigger land holdings like the intensive subsistence farming. In commercial farming, higher doses of modern inputs like HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides were used. So in commercial farming, the farmers, they are mainly using this type of farming only for sale in the market. So they are using higher doses of modern inputs like HYV seeds, high yield variety seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides in huge quantities because huge hectares of land they are using. So large quantities of these modern inputs they are using in this method of farming. In this type of farming, crops were grown only for commercial purpose. So intensive subsistence farming also they are growing the crops for commercial purpose, but some extent they are using it for their own use also. But here 100% this crops, farming crops, they are just selling in the market. The degree of commercialization of agriculture varies from one region to another. From one region to another, what happens is that this commercialization varies on the basis of that place and other things. Another type of commercial farming is plantation agriculture. So the commercial farming, it's once again divided into another, that is plantation agriculture. In plantation agriculture, a single crop is grown on a large scale. So what is plantation agriculture? Only a single crop is grown in rows on a large scale. It is known as a plantation agriculture. The plantation has an interface of agriculture and industry. So this plantation agriculture, it is just an interface of agriculture and industry because in that agriculture area itself, the farmers, they are constructing the industries to just take these raw materials directly into that industries and to make use of it at the proper time and to just produce finished products from these raw materials. Plantation covers large tracts of land using migrant laborers and huge capital intensive input. So the main uh, importance of this plantation agriculture is that it covers large acres of land, and they are using migrant laborers. That means huge numbers of laborers they are in need. So they are using migrant laborers and huge capital intensive input. Huge capital also is very needed. That means huge amount of money is also very needed, very important in this plantation agriculture. It is a type of commercial farming practiced in the tropical and subtropical regions of. So this type of plantation agriculture, it is a type of commercial farming and it is practiced in tropical and subtropical regions, and it was introduced by the Britishers in India. We know that Britishers, they made our Indians as slaves, and they have taken our slaves to their various plantations for working in that area. So from that we can understand that, and it is also important that this plantation agriculture was introduced by the Britishers in India. All produce in this method is used as a raw material in industries. That's why you already studied that it is an interface of agriculture and industry, because in that farm itself, or in that large holding itself, these farmers, they are constructing their industries, because they are taking directly the raw materials into that industry and they are making use of it. The main plantation crops were tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane and banana. So today we studied about the main features of Indian agriculture, the types of farming, and it's divided into three: primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming and commercial farming. And I just explained to you the various main features of this primitive, intensive and commercial farming. So make use of all these materials, study well, prepare your worksheet, note, send to your concerned teachers. Okay, thank you.